Hi, my name is Lucy, aka DJ Arto on KDVS.
What's up? I'm Spiral Scratch, also known as Henry. I'm also on KDVS.
And today we are joined by Versus Self.
What's up?
Hi.
You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yo, I am Dante. I do vocals and tambourine.
I'm Frankie. I play drums.
I'm Kyle. I play guitar and do vocals.
And where are y'all from?
A mixture of Southern California, including the Inland Empire and like South LA County, like South Pasadena area. Yeah.
For starters, if you guys want to maybe talk about your songwriting process and what that's like, do you guys usually write the lyrics first, jam first, and is there someone who's like in charge of the lyrics or anything like that?
I pretty much start the songs. Usually it'll be like I just play guitar until I find something I like, and I will randomly always just write lyrics in my notes app, and yeah, then just kind of see how things fit and what feels right. And then a lot of times, even before the lyrics part, I'll like take the songs to Frankie and we'll like work out drum parts, and like Frankie might have suggestions of like, what if we did like this here, and so maybe the guitar parts will change a little bit. And then pretty much vocals get like at the end fitted together most of the time.
In terms of your guys' sound and lyricism, who would you list as your biggest influences, not just like bands, but also like, say, like other types of medias like films or even like people?
Yeah, let's see. I'm a huge Hop Along fan. I love like Francis Quinlan's lyrics and writing. So even though we don't really sound anything like Hop Along, they're like a big influence. And then honestly, like most of the lyrics were, well, post the album, like a lot of stuff that we're working on and stuff past that was all written like while running or hiking, nature, outside inspired. I think that has more to do with just like being away from my phone and being outside just clears my head a little bit and lets me think a little clearer. So I think maybe that's more where that comes from. I go through phases of reading a lot, and definitely when I'm reading a lot, I end up writing a lot more lyrics. So just books in general. I like a lot of horror.
What about in terms of your sound? Or is there any specific albums or bands that you would cite as influences?
It's weird because when Versus Self first started, I really wanted to sound like Braid. We never sounded anything like Braid. I'm not good at emulating other people's styles at all. I kind of just like write how I write, and I think a lot of the style that I have comes from writing alone a lot, like not really writing with other musicians too much. So I'm trying to fill in like as much as I possibly can by myself. Like I used to do a lot of acoustic stuff, so I think that's where like the finger picking comes from, and you know, trying to have chords and melody at the same time. So I think it's more than any you know, bands or anything, it's like necessity has shaped the music.
Is there any bands from the NorCal scene that you recently would say are on the come up or that you've enjoyed working with in the past? Anyone you'd like to give a shout out to? Maybe Sacramento, maybe not.
Shortstop, Day Hikes, San Francisco, there's like Drought, Prom, Wife, Pocket Full of Crumbs. There's like so many bands all based around those people. I think that's all the San Francisco bands too. Awake but Still in Bed, San Jose.
Back. But they're already killing it.
Oh yeah, Santa Cruz, First Day Back.
Mm-hmm. In terms of just bands in general, I mean, just expanding outside the scope of Northern California, is there anyone else that you think is like people should go and check out?
Sleep Like is a good band from San Diego. They're a two-piece, like, if you like Versus Self, they're very Versus Self-ish. It's like a baritone guitar, a drummer, and vocals.
Velcro Wallets. They're like a jazz punk band from my area. The homies in Othiel. Shout them out. From Texas, My Point of View, Amelia's Best Friend. New York, Fake Pollux. They're amazing. We've played with We Are the Currency a few times. Every time we play with them has been rad. Stella, the Ritanella Form. We play with a lot of people and friends, a lot of people. So,
My Friend, My Earn, last one. Super sick band. Phoenix produces nothing but like the bomb is Screamo. So.
From this tour or from previous tours or like shows, any like what's the most chaotic moment, like funny stories or just like moments where everything just went wrong?
Kyle's arm almost falling off while Matt had COVID. Remember that first
11-day tour.
Oh yeah.
You almost died.
Yeah, I like developed eczema while on tour, and I had like a horrible skin infection because of it. And it was disgusting and painful, and yeah.
And then Matt got really sick on that run.
Yeah, we were all sick at the end of the run too.
Yeah, we were.
On our first tour last year in May, the sliding door to our van broke. So like we had like 3 more shows left. It was like I think we played Seattle, right? And like so like we had to like tie a mechanism like shoestrings to like the back handle of the passenger seat to like hold the door shut because it just wouldn't stay closed. So that was pretty interesting. We're like went the whole tour and then like it just got screwed at the end.
We got struck by lightning in New Orleans. Yeah, and
And survived?
Yeah, the van got struck by lightning, but it like fried the whole van.
Wait, I think that's actually what people say to do is like stay in your van and then like you can survive anything.
Yeah. No, yeah, I've heard that.
Like white
Never.
vans are really safe.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
That's not good advice. That's not good advice. White vans. If you see a white
Oh,
van,
we're-
run.
Next question. Well, in terms of this tour, you know, I mean, you just started, right, a couple
Yeah.
days ago, and you guys mentioned that you're not gonna be there for the whole thing. What do you have up next?
Going to Europe with La Dispute in February for like almost a month. So that'll be pretty fun.
That's awesome. Where at?
Yeah, I literally, yeah, like kind of the west side of Europe. It's about 20-ish shows, and then yeah, in and out of Germany a little bit, London, Manchester, I think Bristol, France, yeah. You said Warsaw? Yeah, Warsaw. Yeah, Poland. It'd be pretty cool. So yeah, and there's like a bunch of little like. I think we go to like the Czech Republic. Yeah.
Do you guys know much about the scene over there?
Yeah, me and him just went for about 2 weeks. We played in our other band, Dumb Ears, for a little bit, and it was fun. Yeah, we played Italy and Spain, France, and the United Kingdom, and it was super, super cool. The UK is basically like playing to American kids. They're like, it feels so bad. They just probably wait for all of us to like come over there. And then what the hard part too is like so many of the bands that they like probably just won't go, you know what I mean? Because the whole thing that like this new generation has is like make a band, blow up, and then like break up, like kind of like peak and then break up. Yeah, so sucks, but maybe it's kind of cool, right? And at the top.
Well, you guys have reached some pretty crazy levels of success, especially for an emo band. You know, you're reaching mainstream audiences on TikTok and playing Coachella, and I guess just the big question is, how do you guys feel about the scene and where it's at right now and the role you play in it? That's a very broad question, very daunting, I think. But do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we necessarily like play some like crazy like role of like putting us on like a pedestal. I think everyone's kind of like put their own piece of the puzzle in it. You know what I mean? And everyone's kind of kept it alive. I think we just, or Kyle and Greg did it very early on, and then me, Dante, and Matt were also doing like our own thing, and it just happened that like that was the next thing, and we didn't even know that was going to be the next thing. Like we just did it because at that moment in time we really liked that genre, and especially Kyle and Greg grew up with that genre more. Like they saw maybe a little bit of a scene before me, Dante, and Matt did. Especially with our area, it was like very suburban. Like it was just indie music was really, really big at the time, and it was kind of phasing out. And then we weren't like in LA where there was like the big underground punk scene. And there was already some screamo bands in that area, but yeah, I think it was all natural for everyone. I think it's really cool to like see everyone else like kind of do their own thing now, and it seems that like everyone's trying to build a scene in their own little city, which is really cool. Like the Bay, Texas, like most of the East Coast, you have Catalyst and like Providence, which is a very like I feel like a very overlooked city. Like you wouldn't really think that, oh, there's a scene in Providence, but there's actually a really, really cool and strong scene and like actually a cool community. I think it's cooler, like sometimes even those smaller cities have a better community than like our Southern California region. I think it's really cool to see like everyone kind of come in together and like throw a lot of benefit shows and do everything for like a cool cause. So I feel like the biggest point too is like getting a little bit bigger. It's harder for us to kind of go back to our roots, what we like really love doing, and like throwing like a surprise show or like a really small bedroom show or like just a super low capacity show, because there's nothing like that. Like those first years that we were playing, like so much fun to play to like 100 kids in a room and like everyone's falling over on each other, but now it's just a safety hazard. You know what I mean? It's a safety hazard, and you feel like you're wasting people's time who like come out and have taken their day to like hope that they would get in. So I would say like that's the hardest part, I guess, of progressing with a following, is like kind of gets taken away from you in certain aspects.
Yeah, but I mean, also we all like have other projects, so we can still scratch that itch. So it's like, you know, I think Frankie said it really good that it's like we had a part in it and we were early, but there's so many other bands like that have like helped and been a part of it, and also like other bands that are like seeing a huge amount of success and popularity. Like February is on Coachella, and Train Breaks Down is like blowing up right now. Obviously like First Gate Back. There's just a lot of bands right now that are like just taking it, you know, even further than we did and are still. So yeah.
What's like, not weirdest, but the most offbeat place that you've played in?
First show with Numb Ears was in like a skate shop, which isn't too unheard of or anything, but just the shape of the skate shop made it kind of
like square.
Yeah.
Like wide, like wide again.
Yeah, it's like
Suctioned in the middle.
Yeah, it was like, so there would be like a room all the way where you can't see the band or anything, and then like basically a hallway, and then another tiny little square room. And yeah, that the shop's closed now, but it was called Badlands Board Shop. And yeah, that venue was really, really weird just because of the like dog bone shape.
Yeah, I'd agree. Or like, there's a spot in LA called Tromaville, which is like a little garage. That one was pretty gnarly to play in, but it's really fun. Like some like my favorite shows were like those shows, the skate shop ones. That's what I was like. Our last one that we threw at the skate shop was like a total fire hazard. Like the marshal came out and everything, and it was like
Some kid passed out.
yeah, like some kid was passing out, and that's when like we kind of all had the realization of like, dang it, like like we can't do our like thing. It was actually like a little bit like benefit show for the skate shop, which I also think, you know, like encouraged people to want to come out. So like it was really cool, but it also sucked because you kind of realized like, dang it. We actually did one earlier this year at a house, which was really cool. Being able to do that was like really fun. I think if it's the right environment with the right house, and there's probably a better way to do it, like to make it so we could do it more often. But
I was just wondering, what are your guys' like desert island emo albums?
does it have to be emo? Can it be anything, or like does it have to be that specific genre? You ever do one of each?
Yeah.
I am probably going to take Everyone's Asked About You's first 7-inch. I think it's like Paper Airplanes, something. Yeah, taking that one. I would take Boy Problems only release. Yeah, like a heavier one to like get me through my day. I probably would take Orchid's final record. Yeah, which I think is self-titled. Is it self-titled? Yeah. Go on my top 3 of any. I'm taking Hum's You Prefer an Astronaut.
Can you like get everyone in consensus together?
Probably Have Hearts, Things We Carry, maybe Joy Division's Unknown Pleasures. Yeah, taking those 3.
Emo records would be Algernon Cadwallader, Some Kind of Cadwallader, first Owls record, first Senza record for like something heavier. Yeah, and then as far as not emo, I would just take all 3 Hop Along records.
Dang.
In terms of emo, I kind of want to say like That Boy Problems, their only discography, or like that summer tour songs. Yeah, I'll put that one on mine, and then
Modest Mouse is emo.
that's a whole debate online. It's like they are, and then they aren't.
Their first records are definitely
Modest.
emo.
It's like I really like I want to believe it, but I just like I know they're not, but then like it is. But
They made like turn main.
taking back Sundays for X record,
Oh yeah.
tell your friends,
Taking Back Sunday.
and then something heavy, or like I'll go full collapse by Thursday.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
And then non-emo, I'm a big indie guy, so I'm gonna have to go This Is Happening by LCD Sound System, Operation IV's full discography. Oh, I would say Modest Mouse is good news for people who love bad news.
What do you guys consider to be album of the year?
Voltio's World's Fastest Car, that was pretty good. I really like that Fake Pollux EP they put out. It's called Livestock.
Yeah, I can't think of what came out this year.
Oh, you know what?
That's the
You know
hard
what?
part.
Alex G's new record, Headlights, was pretty good. Yeah, that was a really good record. There was another band too, actually. That I don't know if they put it out.
First Aid Back's record.
Yeah, First Day Back's record was absolutely amazing. Such a great record through and through. Seriously, not a skip. Randomly, I know this guy's kind of controversial, and people will have their opinions on it. But my girlfriend showed me the new Mac DeMarco record. And it's actually pretty good. It's not a bad record.
Fourth Wanderer's new album, that was like out of nowhere. Just dropped the single, like, we're back. Yeah, that one.
Well, just final notes. I mean, if you guys have got any upcoming projects or just music in general for the folks at home to check out, how can people listen to you at home?
Yeah, there's a Nummier single that just came out, and an album on the way. So check that out. And we'd prefer you listen like anywhere besides Spotify. Bandcamp is always a good option. Our music always has been and always will be free on Bandcamp. And yeah, I released an album recently with my other band called Gate, Gayt.
Yeah, check out a new project that I've been playing in called Bent Horses. It's with me and Matt from Nummiers, and also the guitar player of Old Field Jacob, along with our friend Christian from a few bands called Joy Loom and Quiet Fear.
I'm in this side project with my brother called We Headed West. We have this single that's been like recorded like almost 2 years ago. It's gonna be out sometime soon. VS_self on Instagram. Yeah, so we have a link tree in our bio. All the side projects are up there. And yeah, it's the best place to check us out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for allowing us
Thank
to treat you to pizza tonight. You guys
really,
killed
really
it,
appreciate
and
it.
we hope that the rest of the tour goes well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Long live Freeform.